Hey YouTube. So it's been a couple months since I've vlogged, and I want to sit down and talk with you about some things that have been going on over the last couple months, and then also something that we have coming up in the near future. So I'm just on a quick walk with Simba and Braelynn. I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, but it's so orange right now because of the fires. Let me see if I can switch this around and show you. So the skies are pretty dark. The sun is covered by all these clouds, so it's very orange outside. I don't know if you can see it, but like Braelynn's legs and everything, they look all orange. It's got a weird glow to it. Braelynn. Hey, pretty girl. You're so funny. Did you want to help me walk Simba? Braelynn, are you helping me? That's Simba's leash. You're so funny. You're kind of putting him a little too tight. Can you give him a little slack? Yeah, give him a little bit of slack. So funny. Ew, are you drooling on me? Ew! Braelynn, please stop pulling on my hair. Ow. And this is why my hair is never down. Because you're going to make me bald. Ow. You have to be gentle, Braelynn. All right. Next time you guys see me, I might not have any hair. So it's been a while since I've recorded. Honestly, it's difficult for me to find time. And so, what are you swallowing? Ugh. Life is just crazy, but this is my life. I am in Braelynn's playroom, upstairs in our office. She is trying to get my attention. I just wanted to sit down with you guys, vlog a little bit, give you an update on how things have been going for the last couple months and what I have coming up. Life has been crazy, I feel like, even though we're not really doing anything. Life with working from home and she's major separation anxiety right now. Actually, for the last month or so, she's had really bad separation anxiety, so I can barely leave the room, set her down, do anything without her screaming or crying, and so it's been really hard. We did our first family vacation to Santa Barbara, and then also the next weekend we did a trip to Palm Springs. If you've ever vacationed with a baby, you know it can honestly go so many different ways, and I tried to give myself and Braelynn a lot of patience, and we just kind of went with the flow, but it wasn't quite like the relaxing vacation you used to have before babies, but it was fun, it was good memories, and we made the most of it. But other than that, not a whole lot has been going on. It is the day after Labor Day right now. This past weekend, it was 109 degrees in Orange County, and our air conditioning went out on the hottest day. I feel like it was probably the hottest day of the year. Our AC went out and we were dying. It was bad. We were sweating. It was 88, almost 90 degrees in our house. She could not sleep in her room because it was upstairs. It's too hot. And it was just a mess. I won't get into it, but it was a mess. And so luckily, thank God, we only had to go without air for a day, and we actually were able to get it fixed the following afternoon, which is awesome and amazing and a huge lifesaver, mainly just because for us, yes, we're uncomfortable, but for her, I just always worry about SIDS and sleeping hot and all of that. And I know that as they get older, the SIDS risk decreases, but of course I'm still worried and I want her to be safe, and she's not used to sleeping in high 70s or 80 degree weather. So the weekend was not quite as relaxing as we were hoping for, but we are so thankful that our air is back on and we're back to work. And tomorrow is me and my husband's 2-year wedding anniversary. So obviously we're not really going to be going anywhere, but we are going to stay in and have dinner at home and have fondue and wine and some delicious food. And yes, so that'll be nice and relaxing. Maybe we'll sit outside with like a fire and the lights, since nights are really nice right now. So that's kind of everything that's been kind of going on lately. A lot's happened in the last month and a half, just between like vacations and work and life, and Braelynn's growing up like crazy, and I am trying to kind of plan her first birthday because it is right around the corner and it's exciting. It gives you something to do, but also at the same time I want to cry while I'm trying to plan it because I don't want her to be a year old. This last 10 months have honestly gone by so fast. If you're trying to conceive or if you have a new baby, I know people say it all the time, but you don't realize it until you have a baby, how fast time goes. It's crazy. And I'm with her every day and time goes by so fast. It makes me sad, but I'm so proud of the little girl that she is and all the stuff that she's learning. She's walking, she's learning to talk. She's like, right now, she understands us a lot, and so she will like interact more, and she mimics me a lot, which is really funny to watch. And I'm just shocked that she's like can comprehend that enough to copy me. So one of the things I wanted to update you guys on is the potential of baby number 2. So Braelynn just turned 10 months yesterday, and so we want at least 2 kids, and I do want them close in age, but not like super close in age, because I am working from home watching her, and we'll also be watching baby number 2. I'm hoping not to have to work by that time, but I don't want to bank on it. So I need to be able to manage watching 2 kids while I work, which means Braelynn has to be at a decent age where she kind of listens. I don't know if that will ever happen or if she'll be like 5 years old, but I've heard from people that typically when babies turn about 2 years old, that they are a little bit better at listening and can be a little bit better at like helping and stuff like that. So anyways, we initially had planned on starting to try for baby number 2 in May of next year, so another like 9 months from now, actually another 8 months from now. But I think we're actually going to start trying sooner than that. The thing is, with trying for a baby in general, you never know how long it's going to take. It could take one cycle, it could take years. And just because I've had one baby doesn't necessarily mean that the next time is going to be easy for me to get pregnant. I've heard it go both ways. Sometimes people say that they get pregnant right away, and then others, they said that the first was really easy, but then the second time it took years. And so I don't know what to expect. So I want to go into it with knowing that it could go either way. Being okay if it happens like right away, but then also giving us enough time that if it does take a long time, that I'm still happy with their age gap. I would say that the smallest age gap I think that I would be okay with is having a baby be born like around next summer, which would be trying now because we are in September. So basically, if I conceive this month, if we start trying and I conceive this month, we are in September, the baby would be born, or my due date would be, I think, June. So, right? Yeah, June. So Braelynn would be a little over a year and a half. That's pretty close in age, but it's doable. But I don't know. I don't know that we're going to try like right now. I'm just thinking like soonest case scenario. Basically, what brought this all up, what brought this up between me and my husband was I got my first postpartum period last month, and even though I'm exclusively breastfeeding, I did get my period back, and so it just made me think like, oh, okay, like I can get pregnant now, and we need to be careful and all of that. So we started talking about like when we want to have a second baby and all of the everything that goes along with that. So that is something that is potentially going to be going on over the next couple months. You'll be seeing the trying to conceive journey number 2, which I feel like I just went through this, which is kind of crazy, but here we are. I mean, I guess technically we did just go through this. It was only about 1.5 years ago that we were trying for Braelynn. And so here we are. We are going to, oh, do you want Elmo? Ugh, you want this book instead? That's your favorite book. Yeah. Okay, sit down, get your Elmo. So yeah, I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's going to take a long time, but I am excited and nervous. My biggest worry, I think, is trying to manage my time, my energy, my attention. That's already a struggle right now. And so I just don't want Braelynn to ever feel like neglected or that I'm missing out on anything, because right now I am home with her every day, and so I get to see everything, and I take 1 million photos, and she is just like everything to me. And not to say that the next baby won't be everything, I just have a hard time trying to figure out how. I feel like I'm gonna miss something. I mean, I feel like naturally when you're dividing your time between 2 people plus my husband and Simba, but between like 2 babies, I just feel like something's gonna lack, and I don't want that. On the plus side, I am excited that she'll have a little buddy and a sibling to be able to play with, because I feel like she does really well with babies her age. And now granted, she hasn't really seen a newborn in a while, but I think it'll be really good for her to obviously grow up with a sibling and have that bond. So I'm really excited for her to be a big sister when that time comes, but for now I'm gonna enjoy her being our only one, our little baby. She's only 10 months, so she's still a baby, and kind of soak in everything that I have right now, because adding another to the mix, it's gonna get crazier than it already is. I just wanted to check in with you guys. It's been a while. I don't want to forget about you guys. I enjoy vlogging, and life is just crazy sometimes. I just don't ever have time to like sit down and vlog, and as you can see, my life is kind of crazy. I'm sitting here watching her in her playpen. It's a mess in here. This is our office / playroom. But I wanted to sit down and talk with you guys and just kind of give you an update on where we've been over the last month or so, and where we might be going in the next couple months. So obviously, if we decide to start trying for a baby, I'm obviously going to be documenting it. I'm obviously going to be recording it. I love looking back on the months that I was trying to conceive for Braelynn, and the negatives, the positives, just like everything in between, the highs and the lows and the struggles and the pregnancy and just all of it. There's so much that goes into it, and I love looking back on those, and I can't wait to do it for baby number 2. I will take you guys along with me on that journey when that time comes, and hopefully it's soon. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.